we already know a lot of the fake gurus. But one thing that occurs to me is that one day I won't be making these videos anymore. One day, fake gurus will just be allowed to start up and no one will be there to call them out. And so I want to leave a guide to you for the people that I don't cover. How do you know whether someone's a fake guru or not? Well, I have 10 red flags. Just like there's maybe red flags on a date, you know, they're rude to the waiter, you know, red flag. It doesn't mean they're off the table, but if you have enough red flags, everyone knows you have enough red flags, you run for the hills. So let me give you my top 10 list. Red flag number 1, Mastermind. If they say mastermind at all, come join my mastermind. Red flag 2, cars. They have cars in their videos all the time, and they're always showing you their wonderful cars and how they're just living the life.
Here are my
red flag. I mean, you look at people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, people like that. Do they show off their wealth? No, they don't need to show it off. They got it. They got it like that. Oftentimes the people who show it off.
See, loud rich niggas got low money, and loud broke niggas got no money. The irony behind it is so funny.
What's next? Anybody who disparages real jobs.
And I don't know about you guys, but I know as my job as an accountant, it probably would have taken me 100 years to save that much.
4 reasons why having a 9-to-5 job is actually high risk.
And they start doing the thing we talked about, go to school and get a job, right? Yeah. So with that, this was his lesson number 1, and the rich don't work for money.
Red flag. Oh, this one's huge. Absolutely a massive red flag. Let me invite you to my live webinar, because what basically all that tells you is that they're lying. Because the live webinar thing is a gimmick. They're not actually live, they're pre-recorded. They're like set up to look live.
You say in the first bullet point to remind them why they should come to the live webinar.
Yes.
But, I mean, from what I understand, your webinars are now not live anymore, so they're recorded. So are you open up front? And
Good question, good question. Make sure the live thing I can convert, I can sell. Now you automate it, right? Now you can scale. Make sense? Yep.
Yes, it does, but once you get to the point and you have an automated webinar, are you up front and say it's automated?
I don't.
It's pre-recorded.
No, I don't.
You give them the impression that it's not.
Yeah.
Live recorded webinar.
Live recorded, I like that.
When anyone puts that much time and effort into deceiving you and making you think something that's not actually true, you have to be wondering what else they're lying to you about. So red flag on that. And a lot of gurus do it. Like Dan Locke does it. John Crestani does it. A lot of those gurus do the live webinar thing that's not really live. Red flag. Paid course. Huge red flag. Why is someone who's a millionaire who has all this money need to sell courses? Well, red flag. Does it mean that all paid courses are scams? No. I feel like I have to reiterate this a million times. But just the more red flags, the worse off you are. This is a really good one. Younger than 35. I hesitated putting this in because on the one hand, I'm younger than 35, you know? I'm not trying to be ageist against myself. But let's put it this way. To be a coach, you kind of have to have done it all. And most people under 35 just haven't had enough life experience. Your life barely starts until you're 20. So to say that you need 10 or 15 years to really know what you're doing in a field, it's not crazy to say. Like the 2 gurus I like are like Gary Vee and Grant Cardone. The biggest reason for both of them is that they have real businesses totally outside of their guruship. And they're both over 35, guys. So they have a little bit of years under their belt. So you're not a 20-year-old listening to another 20-year-old, okay? Next one, financial history. They make big claims with very little evidence for those claims.
I'm Brock Johnson. I went from $0 to $6 million in my first 6 months selling on Amazon.
Show me the money.
If anyone makes wild claims, you need some pretty wild evidence. Number 8. I'm just gonna say 8. I don't know if it's 8. Runs YouTube or Facebook ads. Red flag. Next one. Free book. go get my free booklet. Bro, this is what's called a lead funnel, okay? You go, let me explain real quick, because this is how fake gurus get you. They know how psychology works. Fake gurus are geniuses with psychology. So what they know is that when you are given something, you're more likely to go and buy the higher product. So they give you something for free with the idea that, number one, now they're gonna have your email info and they know you're already interested in their product. And number two, they're gonna go relentlessly pursue your business and try to upsell you on these crazy products. Final fake guru red flag. They endlessly talk about mentors.
So do you need a mentor? Most successful entrepreneurs, did they have mentors? Bill Gates had Ed Roberts, Oprah Winfrey had Mary Duncan, Steve Jobs had Robert Friedland, Buffett had Benjamin Graham, Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson, and I can go on and on, like people and their mentors. Change the word mentor for coach. Albert Einstein, one of the smartest people in history, had a mentor. He had a mentor. His father, at 15 and a half, and was mentored, and in turn, he mentored others. Your mentorship, mentors.
Now, there's nothing wrong with a mentor, and mentors are good. But oftentimes, this language is used to kind of pitch themselves as your future mentor. And when you this is sort of a red flag that's tied with another red flag, which is if they're talking all the time about mentors and they offer a paid course, red flag. They're trying to set themselves up as your guru and tying a bunch of money to it. Like, I happen to know that Dan Lok has all his students call him Sifu Dan, and they have to call him Sifu when they're in his course. First of all, cringe. Second of all, red flag. The guy is like playing some mind games. As soon as someone puts themselves in a mentorship over you, they now know what's best for you. I would say mentors are good, but find ones who are not interested in profiting off you, right? Find them, and those do exist out there, and it doesn't have to be someone from the internet. It can be someone from your life, a relative, someone who knows you well and just likes you as a person. But the second people start attaching money to this mentorship, that's a red flag. So how do we score the red flags? So here's what we're doing. If you have a 1 to 2, probably not a fake guru. Give them a pass. At least investigate more. If you have, let's say, 3 to 4, use caution, use your best judgment, be a little skeptical. 5, skepticism starts to kick in. This is where it's like, and maybe you don't even know about the other red flags yet, but don't even consider paying for anything. Very likely that person's a fake guru. 6 to 9, just run away. Just absolutely run away. Don't even waste your time, okay? Anytime you waste on their sort of things is you're just falling into their sales funnel. I mean, it's all just a sales funnel at that time. And if they have 10 red flags, send me an email because I want to talk about them. I really hope that helps you navigate the world from now on. If I haven't talked about a fake guru, just run them through the system.
I like that.